What is up, everybody? It is your boy Chu, coming back at you with another Rise of Kingdoms video. And today, we're going to be talking about the off-season, okay? We're going to be talking about what to invest in, what not to invest in, how to save up your speeds, how to get more resources, all the fun stuff and all the boring stuff, all in one just jam-packed, quick 10-minute video, alright? So, to start off, gathering. If you are finished with your KVK and you're planning on migrating like I am, do not gather resources. You can't take these resources with you. All these up here are going to be deleted by the time I plan to migrate. My gems, however, will stay with me. So, if you're planning on migrating and your KVK is finished and you're at home kingdom for a week or two, just go gather gems. Pull down an extra 500, 1,000, 1,500 gems a day, and you're just going to be set, okay? Because you don't need the wood, you don't need the stone, the food, the gold, etc. You will have to delete all this except for what's in your bag, okay? So keep that in mind if you plan on migrating out after like a KVK is over, but before you start a new one, because you might want to, get a couple extra gems in the bag. But resources. KVK prep is huge. You should be logging on to farm accounts, your main account, 2 to 3 times a day, just sending out gatherers to go collect resources non-stop, okay, all the time. A lot of people during the off season tend to not prep, or they over prep and they burn themselves out. So keep that in mind if you are planning on, going crazy on the farms. Just keep it consistent. Have a good, log on ratio to gathering ratio. Try not to overwork yourself and then be bored or be burnt out by the time KVK does hit. And also try not to not do enough to where whenever KVK does come, you don't have enough resources to fight. For example, if I was to go to KVK with these right here, I would be SOL, okay? So you still want to gather enough to make it work for you, your playstyle, but don't go too crazy where you burn yourself out and you aren't wanting to play KVK, because that's the whole reason we're here, man, is to log in, get some fighting in, KVK, get all the good KVK rewards, all that fun stuff. Just don't over leverage yourself and burn yourself out. Keep that in mind. I mean, it's a big thing in this game. People do it all the time, and they quit playing, okay? So just keep that in mind. Your main account's your main account, so when you should be logging on, if you're able to log on to farms, even better, okay? But resources are huge. Try and keep all the resources in your bag during the off-season. Don't open any of these, because by the time that KVK does come and you are on the front lines fighting, a flag burns, and you are out of resources up here and you get imprisoned, you're gonna want something in the backup, okay? Like, I don't have a lot in my bag, but this is enough to take a rally or two, okay? So I always say have like 1 billion of each. I know gold's always lacking, but I have, these pick one chests. But always keep resources in the bag. There's no reason for you to open them at the moment. I mean, it's off season. No point in you opening up the resources in your bag. And you're going to want them by the time you come into a terrible spot in KVK and you're like, man, I really need more food, but I can't go back to my farms right now, okay? So stash up the bag as much as you can during the off season. Please, you will thank me later for this. Do not use any of these, okay? Secondly, speed ups. I don't have a lot of speed ups. I know it's probably more than some people do have. It's probably less than a lot of people have. But I usually want to walk into KVK with like 1,000 days of speed ups just to fight. And I mean, universals are going to be used for your healing speeds. Try not to use all this for your training speeds, okay? So if there's an event that you want to go in on, like a gold head event, try to only spend like 100 days of speed ups max. Try not to go over leverage yourself again. You want to have speed ups to fight, because that's the whole reason we play this game, is to fight in KVK, all right? And just have a good time with all our friends on voice chat and just going crazy. So 1,000 days is like the minimum that you should be walking into KVK with, I think, as like a recommendation. If you're going to like K4, K5, if you're K1 through 3, you're still doing all your upgrades. We all get it, all right? But I usually try and have 1,000 days of speed ups on hand. Do whatever works best for you. Again, it's kind of like an account by account basis thing. If you're a whale and you want this to say 5,000 days, different play styles, different ball games, different bank accounts. But anyhow, keep your speeds. Now, I'm stressing this because Zenith of Powers is here, okay? Jax is pushing Zenith of Power. He's going to be pushing heavily, all right? These two here, they're both in my kingdom right now. I'm going to say Legit, and Aluda. Both push 2 million power, okay? Let's say they use 800 days of speed ups here. And at the end of, this 3-day timer, or if you're doing like a gold head event or an MGE, at the end of the event, it just matters who's there in the top 10, right? If you're wanting to get the skin, you need to be in the top 10 for Zenith. If you're wanting to get the MGE, like the MGE is live right now, you're going to want to be in like the top 3 to get the best rewards, right? So 60 gold heads, 90 or 180. It's a big difference between first and second, okay? Try not to over leverage yourself and go all in on an MGE, on Zenith of Power, just to get outbeat, okay? Because I've seen it time and time again where somebody will spend, 1,000 days of speed ups, which I could push for Zenith, right? I have 1,200 days of speed ups. This is nothing compared to some of the guys that are already, going heavily into the Zenith. So talk to your kingdom, talk to your community, see who's going for it, see what they're planning on spending, because some people have more, everybody has more speeds than you. A lot of people will, okay? So just keep that in the back of your mind. Like, there is definitely more than 10 people that have more speeds than me, so there's probably not a point to push Zenith right now. I'd probably wait it off until like the last day to do so. Same thing goes for like gold head events. A lot of people will spend 200, 300, 400 days of speed ups for 20 gold heads in a gold head event. I would cap it at like 100. But again, people just love to over leverage themselves, over dive into an event that, they can start stashing more of these precious gold heads into their, account. Just please do not over leverage yourself. It is the off season. You should be stashing your speeds. And the best way to do that is what we are doing here. Okay. So all these guys here are running forts, and it's a 1+1 fort. So this guy queued it, Dirty queued it, and Rock joined. 1 and 1. If somebody else joins, we kick them out, okay? 1+1 forts, you make sure that you can actually beat the fort. So some of these guys are lower accounts, they're hitting level 6. It does not matter. It's, the same thing regardless. If I'm getting a level 6 trophy, I'm getting 60. If I'm hitting a level 8 trophy, I'm getting 60 coins. It's all the same. Level 10, 60 coins. So hit whatever fort you can. It's the end game. You don't need the books of the Covenant anymore, okay? Unless you do, then you're probably, still early game. This video might not apply to you as much, but do the forts, 1+1. And if you're in a kingdom that doesn't do fort requirements, I would highly recommend to your leadership to try and implement that. We do 15 forts a day per person, okay? So like if we have 135 people in this alliance, that's all of us doing 15 forts every day, minimum. Some will do 20, 25, 30, minimum 15 forts a day to regen, which unfortunately I wish I didn't open these before the video, to regen these crystal chest rewards, okay? Because every time I open up one of these, I'm getting between 18 to 22 hours of speed ups. It's insane, okay? I'll get like 3 or 4 of these a day. And that's only in like the main alliance. If you didn't notice, we're capped at 135 members right now because we are in a farm alliance, okay? Our main alliance, it's literally a shell that is empty right now. Right here. This is our main alliance, gift level 32. All right, 29 members. If your kingdom isn't going to farm accounts during the off season to build credits and optimize, the alliance gift level, you need to do so. Because for us, I think it's 2.5 million right now on this. Yeah, 2.5 million to get this chest. On the main alliance, it's 3.5 million to access this chest. So we're gonna get this chest probably 5 or 6 times compared to the 3 or 4 times we would on the main account. So or on the main alliance, it's insane. Okay, we'll be getting like an extra week of speeds every day, which is phenomenal. So I would highly recommend trying to convince your leadership to do a fort requirement. Even if you're not like a super competitive kingdom, make it something small. Make it 10 a day. Make it 5, just to help regen speeds during the off season. It is the biggest thing you need to be doing, like nonstop, 100%. And don't over leverage yourself. Again, I don't want to stress this. I want to stress this so much. Don't over leverage yourself in Zenith and MGE on the gold head events. Please, please, please watch out. People will be, wait until last minute to snag those events anyways. Try and be one of the guys to pull it off and, get first and get the extra 20 gold heads, or get second, get 10 extra gold heads. Just be cautious, because somebody else is also looking at that event and saying, wow, those gold heads do look juicy. Or those 180 sculptures in the MGE will look nice. And I've seen it where, goodness, a whale will push, last minute, Jax will push last minute, and I was in first, and now I'm in, third in the matter of minutes. So keep that in mind. Try not to overleverage yourself too early on in events, and do not waste all your speeds in the off season. You will want them to fight in KVK. All right. Now, another thing that people forget are the Sunset Canyon people of the world. All right. I'm not very good in Sunset. Like, my gear is all spread out right now, so I mean, I can attack this guy. I'll probably lose, but win or lose, okay, win. I got a green material and 1 white material, okay, and this is a just random material chest. If I were to go against RBT, which I know I'm going to lose against, I'll skip through. Guess what? I'm getting a green material and 2. I got more for losing. So you should be doing your Sunset Canyon every day because you're going to be getting about 2 blues and some change every day from Sunset, which over the course of a week, I mean, it's a couple epics, okay? Do not forget about your Sunset. Do not forget about your Soroli Crisis. We just had Realm of Mystique recently. Yeah, here it is from the other day. Do not forget about these, I know, boring, monotonous events that, you know, are a pain to do. Do not forget about your Champions of Olympia for the 2 gold heads. Please do your events in the off season and stash away all of the material chests that you can get, okay? And I mean stash them. Keep them away. Do not invest these during the off season. Biggest thing that you can do is to not use these, okay? Now, I know it's gonna be like, what? Chew, I wanna, where is it? I wanna go upgrade, goodness. Where did I put my gear? I wanna go upgrade my main march, right? I wanna go upgrade this helmet to tier 5. You can do that. Of course you can. But, let's say QSH comes out, and you're like, wow, what a game-breaking commander, right? Because he is. He is the best commander in the game right now, paired with YSG, paired with ZL. Best commander, hands down. Insane reports if you just throw them out there to get swarmed, right? If you didn't have any materials to make a Dragon's Breath set, and you couldn't, you know, do that because 2 weeks ago you invested all your materials into making, you know, an infantry set or upgrading a couple pieces, you're gonna be beating yourself in the rear, okay? You're gonna be kicking yourself right in the butt repeatedly, okay? Stash your materials. You don't need them. Why do you need to make an upgrade? It's off season. You're in Home Kingdom. You're just gonna be rallying forts, okay? Why do you need to upgrade your gear? You don't. Stash them away. If you want to use these, feel free. I mean, because they're already gonna be saying what they're gonna be going for, and it could even show you like the presets of what you can get. And they usually don't add a lot of stuff to these, or there's like certain limited ones. Like there's 2 different types here, but just keep that in the back of the mind. You probably want to save those 2, okay? So you should be saving your bag resources just for KVK in case you get into a bad situation. Try and save a good amount of speed ups. I know you're going to push something. Like everybody's going to push for a gold head event. Everybody's going to do an MGE. Okay, just try and save up a good majority. And you should be getting, you know, a good amount with the 1+1 forts every day. Just try and stash them if you can. I would recommend saving all of your equipment. Okay, one big thing is to try and stash that. Armaments are iffy. I will not sugarcoat it. I am terrible at saving my armaments, but that's because I just build my pity nonstop. It's like if I go here and I go to my wedge set, I'm just building up my wish list, okay? So I just pop them and I see if I, you know, get a crit for a blue or a legendary, but usually you're not going to. So armaments are tricky. You can pop these chests all day and night if you want to, but try and save the conversion stones, the transmutation stones, and try and save away the transmutation stones to actually like re-roll stats, okay? So I can get 2 more here and just keep them in the bag. The reason I say that is because you might win KVK, all right? Now, whenever you win KVK, you're gonna be getting a special inscription for this first slot here, okay? So for those of you that don't know, it's going to be this top left slot. Oh, every time that you win KVK and you get an autarch, you're gonna be getting this top left slot here, okay? If you have one of these without an inscription, for example, I can go over here to my wedge set and I'll see one. One of these without inscription, but a good stat, save it, okay? Good stats, save this, because you could throw an inscription on here, okay? So the next time I win KVK, I'll get Hunter, I'll throw it on here. Save a good roll on this top left slot and this bottom right slot, okay? Because you can reroll this. It's like 1.6 all damage. Once we get my pity up for the merchant shop right here, I can come in here, I can get this 8 times, and I can come down here and buy whatever I want. If I want to get airtight again, I can buy that again. If I want to get balance, I can get that. Save all of these, okay? Until you know what set you're going to be investing in, whether it's arch, infantry, cavalries, whatever it is, wedge, pincer. Figure out what you're going to be doing first before you just dive right on in. And I mean, I'm telling you, these are much better used on a legendary rather than a white inscription, okay? Please, 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 off season, save everything if you need to. I mean, as much as you can, do all of your events. I know it's boring, it's monotonous, but try and be the person that does this release in the world. I mean, be that guy. And take it a step further. Be this guy. Be the guy that marches his marches into the keeps, okay? And does a barbarian keep every 3 days. I know it's boring, but you're getting a whole legendary piece right here. Or not legendary, epic piece right here, okay? And I'm sure it's already done, If I come over here, yeah, somebody already beat it. Ronan, he does these all the time. He's a killer for it. So come in here, do this. You're gonna be getting random awards. So I think I got one here. Yep, Iron Hand. Random rewards. Okay, I got 30 gems, an hour of speeds, and a gold key. Okay, you can be getting blue materials, random, silent trial fragments, and these are all over the map. You can filter by Barbarian Stronghold here, and you can see there's one here, one here, one here. These you can only do every 3 days because there is a cooldown, but knock these out, man. If you have farm accounts and you don't need to be farming on your main, go send 5 marches across the map. Get some extra materials, stash them away, try and just prepare yourself for KVK. Don't do all the grindiness if you don't have to, or if you don't want to. Save that for KVK whenever you're like, man, I'm gonna barb chain like no other. Barb port during the offseason. You should not be barb chaining, and you should be stashing. Again, saving all of these AP bottles. Stash away as much things as you can, because you are gonna be using a lot more in KVK, and that's the best time to use your stuff. Best time to use your speed ups is in KVK. Whenever you're doing Bastion Quest, best time to push is in KVK. Whenever you're doing a kill event and you can see, wow, I'm almost at top 3 for this MGE. I'm gonna train a little bit. Stash away everything during the off season, but have fun at the same time. Okay, don't drain yourself out, because again, burnout is a big thing in this game. So don't go crazy on your farms. Don't go crazy barb chaining in the off season, and then whenever KVK comes, you're out of AP, or you're just like, I'm too tired to barb chain. That's why we do forts. Again, also speeds. So do your forts, lock it down. Like as we were sitting here, there's what's that, 7 or 8 forts that just got done, and I wasn't even in them. Okay, I'm getting rewards for my alliance members doing forts. Okay, so be a team player. Stash away as much stuff as you can, and just get ready, get locked in for the next KVK, get those resources up, have a good time on your farms. But anyhow, I'm just rambling at this point now. Just lock in, okay, and don't drain yourself. You want to be prepared whenever KVK comes, and whenever KVK does come, get that calendar immediately, okay? Figure out what days that you're like, oh, okay, ruins are this day, okay, the pass opens this day. Figure it out, get it on your calendar, get in the books. Know what days that you're going to play. That way you can actually log in whenever the fighting's happening, and you can have fun. Okay, at the end of the day, it's a game. You want to have fun. You want to have a good time. Otherwise, we won't be playing this game. Okay? So, outside of that, I'm going to finish up this keep here. If you all had a good time, please smash that like button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. If you want to help me out, you can hit that sub button as well as the bell. It'll let you know every time that I go live, I post a video, all that fun stuff. Hope you had a good time. If you did, sweet. If not, I'm sorry. But anyhow, take care. Peace.